G'day YouTube, the Tesla Pepper here. Last week I had an incident. I had a nail go through my tyre, but because I had some preparations in place, that everyday emergency was a no deal. Today I'm going to be talking about what I did, what you can do, and what the options are with tyres, particularly on cars that go and carry spares. Alright, so with me here I have what my preparations were as well as what my dad's preparation was, because his car also doesn't have a spare tyre with it. The first thing that I'd recommend people do is to join something like the Tesla Owner Club or a similar car club. Getting spare mags and wheels for the Teslas is particularly difficult, just because it's not something that's commonly stocked at tyre repair places. So having a spare tyre available to you through the club can be a real lifesaver for a lot of people. And for the small membership fee, getting access to people to get access to that equipment is good. So next thing that I recommend everyone should get is a lifting puck. So one of the things with the Teslas is that the battery on the underside of the car can be damaged if the car is incorrectly jacked. When I did the tyre change this week, I had an issue where they were about to lift it not on the jack points, and they could have damaged the battery, cost me the car. So a couple of jack points are nice and cheap, $40, and it means that you can know how to use it, and if you go to any tyre repair place, they can do the changeover on the spot. My plan was to be a member of TOCA, and when I got to the time when I needed to change over my tyres, I would actually keep a couple of the tyres, the least warm ones anyway, to carry with me. So here I have the two of the tyres. They've done 60,000 kilometres from the time that I got a nail in it. So these are the two front tyres, so they've got the least amount of wear on them. But I've kept two tyres, and there's no rims. Because I have a car that's not the ultra low profile, the rims are less likely to get damaged if I hit a pothole or something similar. So I'm personally taking the gamble of using the spare tyres. If I'm going on a road trip, I'll put just the rubber inside the car, pack it all around, and then use that. This was the second option that you have now. So this is called a modern spare. So it's like a slimline tyre, comes with a jack and the tools required to pull it off. This is actually my dad's, so it was quite dangerous, he found, when he was trying to actually lift and do a test tyre change. So one of the things he did was he pulled off the lifting rubber and actually replaced it with a modified one of these. So that way it's a lot more sturdy underneath the car and it can lift a lot better. In America, these are a reasonable option. In Australia, they're not, because it was $500 shipping to get one over to Australia. Don't expect people to do it. And to be honest, it's not cheaper than doing what he's also done. So this here is a full spare rim and tire that you can buy from Tesla. It comes with a nice little carrying bag, and it also prevents your boot from getting dirty. If you put your dirty tyre in it, you wrap it in this, you're not getting dirt all the way through your boot. So I like that's nice. It's a full-size rim, so if you crack your rim, you're still okay. That's a full replacement. With my plan with keeping the spare tyres, the spare rubbers, that way if I get stuck on the side of the road, I'll have to wait for, get a tow to a mechanic who can then do the tyre switch over. And if they don't have any available, they can use one of these. At least I'm back on my way again, but I do need to wait for a tow truck. With the modern spare and the full-blown tyre, you don't have to wait for a tow truck. The first time that I got caught needing to take my tyres off, I was using these in place of the aero covers. So to try and get one of these off is an absolute pain if you are not prepared for it. So the method, it took me literally 45 minutes to get all four of these off when I needed to the first time. But what I've since learned and picked up on from that was you can buy some glass suction caps used to pick up and hold glass that are perfectly sized for these. So I bought a set of those. I'll show a picture of them up on screen. And what you do is you can use the suction cap, drop onto it, and just pull it off. 10 seconds, if that, per wheel, rather than the other way. I did have success with the previous way, which was using gaffer tape, wrap it around your hand so the sticky slides out, and then grabbing it and pulling it off. But that ended up not being very successful because sometimes it would grab onto the actual wheel and the mag and stuff and leave some residue, and it wasn't as good. Spending $15 to buy the suction cups is money well spent, in my opinion. So there's a lot of different pucks for the different types of cars. This particular one, I like that it has the rubber grommet on it there. So that people have a lot of issues putting these in and pulling them out of the cars. Because I got a slightly better quality one, its tolerances are less so that it's less jammed in there. But this is the rubber seal that makes it so that it doesn't pop out. And this is what was the base of the modern spare jack, pulled out and replaced with a lifting point. Thanks for watching, and I hope you picked up something. It's good to be prepared for something that you know will definitely happen, which is getting a flat tire, and knowing what you have available, what your support structure is in advance can save you a whole world of pain. Thanks for watching. And I thought all that talking without actually recording. Great.